My name is Chief Emily Dickson. When I attended the University of North Texas, my name was Emily Fisher. I attended UNT 1993 through 1997. I graduated in 97. My degree was in music education. I came to hear about the opening at the Navy Band, the harp opening. The previous harpist was retiring, and so I thought that was something that I might like to do, but honestly I had not even thought about being in the military bands until then. So I thought I would take the semester, get ready, do my recital and audition, and was lucky enough to be accepted into the Navy Band, and I've been here 16 years, so I've been here ever since. My favorite ensemble, ooh, that's a good question. So when I was here at North Texas, I played in just about every ensemble that I could. I played in harp ensemble, of course, wind ensemble, wind symphony at the time, symphonic band, chamber orchestra, symphony orchestra. To have a favorite, I'm not really sure. I enjoyed everything I did. I enjoyed all my methods classes. I got to learn how to play, percussion and everything. And I was in the color guard and marching band. Anything that I could. I was really fortunate that I had so many opportunities that I did to play in so many ensembles, and it really prepared me, I think, for my career here in the Navy Band, because it was a lot of music was thrown at me, a lot of last minute, and that's sort of what we do here. The preparation is not a lot of prep time, and you have to be a good sight reader, and you have to be flexible. And so I think playing in all the performing units here at North Texas really prepared me for that. A favorite for me is hard, but I had a lot of fun when I was here at North Texas. Being a harpist, it's not a very easily sight-read instrument, so preparation is key. And playing in all the ensembles, I had to be on top of it and really ready for anything. And so there was a lot of practicing going on, a lot of practice room time. When I was studying here, maybe I didn't appreciate the quality of music that we were exposed to until I was out in the real world, and I realized how fortunate we were to play in such beautiful halls and to play with such extraordinary musicians as we did, and we have such a high level of musicianship here. We were really fortunate. So life in the Navy Band, I do a lot of the background music for events, protocol events, such as at the White House or Pentagon, State Department. I played for the President, Vice President's quarters, our Chief of Naval Operations, which is the head of the Navy. So being the harpist, I get a lot of opportunities to go to those places and play for incredible events and see incredible people. The rehearsal schedule, we have about one concert a week, and so it's a new program every week, and we prepare a couple hours a day. Pretty intense in that you have to be on top of things and ready to go with anything. There's a lot of last minute stuff going on, and you may think that the next day you have a couple hour rehearsal and surprise, you're actually going to the State Department to play for something. A lot of flexibility is important. I've met a couple presidents, a couple vice presidents, and secretaries of state, and our Chief of Naval Operations, so some really interesting people. We have members that have not even graduated college yet, members that have graduated bachelor's, master's, doctorates. We have, folks that are grandparents. So the age range runs the gamut. Really great group of people, and you become even closer when you spend 25 days together on a national tour, sitting in a bus every day, different hotel every night. You become really close, and it's a family.
My name is Jim Logan. I graduated from North Texas in 1988. I'm an assistant principal clarinetist and clarinet section leader in the Navy Band.
It is.
Played in the concert band initially, and then later the wind ensemble. Played in the symphonic orchestra, and played in several reading bands. I believe I was in the 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and the 6 o'clock. It was fantastic, and it was a huge help in helping me learn flexibility and learning different styles of music. The great thing about being at North Texas was just being surrounded by so many incredible musicians. It was a busy day between playing wind ensemble and then going in and playing in lab band rehearsals in the evenings. It was a lot of fun though. I was glad that the practice buildings didn't shut down until midnight, because I was there a lot, and more than a few times we turned the light off and sat quietly while security walked by, and because we'd stay there late, well after midnight. You know, I studied with Jim Gillespie on clarinet, and that was my primary thing. I learned so many things from him, sound concept and musical phrasing, and I just hadn't had that level of involvement from a teacher before. John Murphy was one of my lab band directors. Brad Lely was a first semester freshman along with me. So I'm walking down the hallways and I see these guys' offices. It's just like, I can't believe it was that long ago. But it was a great time. I learned so many things, so many great ensembles. This is my 21st tour with the Navy Band. I've been in for 21 years. It's my 5th visit here back with the band. We opened the first week the hall opened. We were here, and I love the venue, love the room. It sounds great, and it looks fantastic. It's one of my favorite places to play in the country, and I've played in a lot of beautiful concert halls, but I rank this right up there at the very, very top. There's so many things that I use every day. That I had lunch with Jim Gillespie today, and I was just going over that today. Just his approach to sound and working on the phrases. I still remember working through etudes with him, and I would play through a phrase, and he would say, you know, let's try a breath here, let's try this, and I would get so frustrated because I should have known that. You know, I should have known that. It seems so obvious after he would say it, but he said it's okay. You know, you're going to learn that in time. Instinctively, it's going to kick in for you, and it did. But that's something with some of my students I pass on to them, that you know there's a reason why we're working through these studies in a progression. It's because it's going to become instinctual for you. I still feel like I practice just as hard now as I ever did while I was here. I just don't really feel like I can let up, that I still need to be playing and still working to get better. I've been clarinet section leader for going on about 10 years, and that it's an administrative position, not a playing position. As section leader, I basically make sure everybody in the section, there's 17 of us, has everything ready, everything they need, all the training requirements that are, make sure we're all taking care of business there. Anytime anybody has a leave issue or needs to schedule liberty for an appointment or needs to be out of town or something, I have to make sure that we have enough people in place to cover all our concerts and all of our ceremonies. And I'm assistant principal clarinetist with the band, and there are 2 assistant principal clarinetists that rotate, assisting our principal player, Master Chief Mike McDonald. And we rotate. One week, one of us will sit assistant. The other week, the other one will sit assistant, just to make sure we have continuity on that stand. The rest of the section changes folders, changes stands every week. I put a different seating designation out every week for everyone. One week somebody might be playing third, the next week they'll be playing second, the next week they'll be playing first. And that's the way I kind of try and keep it, to keep everybody in top shape, so that we don't have somebody that just is used to playing that last stand third. That keeps everybody kind of on their toes and keeps everybody ready. Work hard. Listen. Go to as many live performances as you can, and listen to the Dennis Fishers, listen to the John Scotts, listen to the Kim Coles, listen to what the folks are telling you who've been in the field. But that was my main thing. For me, it was just being surrounded by the music all the time and listening all the time to live music, not just the classical, but jazz. It's an incredible. This was an awesome school when I left it in 1988. I mean, it was an incredible school in '88. I know it's better than it was in '88. That just total immersion. Pace yourself, because it's a marathon. It's not a sprint, but full, complete immersion and dedication.